Okay. All right. Do you want me to put the slides up?
Yeah, I guess we could start that way. So first of all, thank you everyone for getting on this call. This is something I think that we need to get back to as a team. I think this is going to help us. We're just kind of getting back to the basics, getting back to our team as a whole, learning from each other, and just having that team spirit again. I think it's going to help propel us and help us grow individually and as a team. And that's our hope with these calls moving forward. And you're going to see lots of people on here maybe you've never seen before. This is kind of like a joint project. Never Surrender, Fierce Ambition, and all of the teams that have stemmed, Live Fearless, all of the teams that have stemmed from the original Never Surrender team. This is a joint project. We want everyone to be a part of this with us. You're going to see later tonight after this call a Google document go up in a few of the teams so that you can all, whether you've been a coach for 2 weeks or 2 years or 2 months, can sign up to host one of these calls. Our goal is to have all of us sharing so that we can learn from everyone. And we don't want you to ever feel that you don't have anything to offer to our team or to anyone on here, whether you're, like I said, a new coach or a seasoned coach, because that's just not the case. We can all learn from everyone, especially the people that are coming in new and have new ideas and are seeing this from a different perspective. You would be surprised sometimes when you've been doing this for so long, you can get stuck or stale or jaded, and it's nice to hear the new information coming in. So we want you all to be a part of this and to step up, whether you sign up to do a call next month or 6 months from now, or by yourself or partner up. Please do it, and don't be scared to do it. Do you want to add anything to that, Ashleigh?
No, and also just don't feel like you have to do it. We're not forcing anyone to do it. We're offering it. If you want to team up with one of the leaders or your upline, your diamond upline, your soul diamond upline, whatever you feel the most comfortable. And then also feel like you don't have to do like an hour-long call, or you have to do a presentation. It could just be, like Dana said, your new perspective of coming in. I pulled all of the new coaches that we've had from me down since October, and there's like, I don't even know, like 50 new coaches. So it would be so awesome to just, like Dana said, hear new people coming in, because, we've been here for a few years now. So to hear a new perspective of you guys coming in, you guys are seeing it for the first time. You just see things so much differently and have a different feel than we are. So it just, like Dana said, a great opportunity for us to learn from you guys, and from you guys to kind of build your confidence and step up as leaders, because eventually we want you to, have your own team calls and grow your own team and, have a successful business. So I'm so excited that, all the leaders came together to do this and just team up. So please sign up to do a call. We want to hear from you, and don't feel like you have to do like a whole presentation or like a whole 30 minutes. Just you do whatever you're comfortable with, and we'll make it work. But we're really excited to grow and learn from everybody, not just from hearing from the same people all the time. So that's it.
Okay. So should we move on to the new coaches?
Yes, let me, I guess the screen share. Screen share. Okay. Can you see the whole thing, or just the PowerPoint? Can you guys see?
I can see the screen, yeah. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of new coaches, so it would be so awesome just for you guys to even just kind of jump on and talk for 5 minutes on, what you're doing or what's working or why you joined, just to kind of hear new people. So
Awesome. Well, welcome, guys, and congratulations. And we hope some of you guys are on the call, and if not, listening to the recording, definitely.
Okay.
So next up, we want to recognize some coaches that we thought have been standing out within our downlines. Ashley wanted to bring up Sarah. So go ahead, because I noticed Sarah too.
Yeah, so I'm so proud of you and just so inspired and motivated by everything that you're doing. And we came up with this idea to take a coach from our downlines and recognize them in each week. And when Dana asked me, who did you pick? I want to put this together. I'm like, you're the first one who came to my mind, and I'm just so inspired and motivated, and just it's like a breath of fresh air. And I'm just so proud of you for sharing your journey and just starting it and just being vulnerable. And, myself and my husband, even we watch for your posts in our challenge groups. And I'm so proud of you. And when I come to think of a coach to recognize for, stepping outside the box or putting yourself out there, you were the first one that came to my mind. So I'm so proud of all of your work, and I'm so excited to watch you grow into this amazing coach and this amazing mentor. And I'm so proud of you. Just keep up all of your amazing work that you're doing, because you are changing lives, and you are definitely changing my life. So I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, your posts have been awesome. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, my computer is just spinning. Okay, so I wanted to recognize Michelle Murphy. I love Michelle, and she's been struggling hard since Summit. She got sick in Summit, came home, she was sick, brought herself back, got back into posting and coaching, and she never really left. She constantly stepped up as a coach, constantly was there for her team, even through not being well. And recently she's, put herself out there again and reached out and talked about some of the issues she's been having with some depression in her life. And I really think that's admirable. I think it's pretty amazing that she is being so open and honest, and putting a spotlight on something that so many of us go through, especially as mothers. And instead of stepping back into the dark and maybe taking a step back from coaching, she has just used this as a way to push forward and continue to help people. And I'm really proud of her, and I think that's an amazing thing, Michelle. So thank you for putting yourself out there and being an inspiration for a lot of people, including myself. So thank you.
Awesome.
All right. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the call, I want to kind of talk about going back to the basics. This is what I'm going to talk about tonight is something that has affected me over the last couple of months. And I kind of pinpointed it over the last week or so. And I did it by having this same conversation with a number of my coaches. And then to hop on the bombshell call and hear Lindsay talking about it also made me realize that, okay, this is something maybe a lot of people are dealing with and need to go through. And my solution to what I'm going to talk about is really just going back to the basics and remembering why we started. So this time of year, especially towards the end of the year, it's very easy to be in that have a burnt out feeling, whether you've been a coach for a couple of months or a couple of years. You get burnt out towards the end, especially if you've had year-long goals, annual goals, that you're realizing you're not going to hit. It's very easy to throw in the towel because in October you realize you're not going to hit Premier, you're not going to hit Elite, you're not going to end the year as an all-star legend, or whatever your humongous goal was that you set in January, and you realize at the end of August, November, you're like, I'm not going to hit it, so why bother? And the momentum stops, and it's very easy to throw in the towel and forget why you were doing this. And it's not to hit numbers. And a lot of the time those goals are numbers. So I want everyone to really think about going back to day one. Remember what brought you joy, what brought you happiness about Beachbody. Remember that feeling of excitement that I think, Ashley, I think you have to mute yourself because I'm getting feedback. So as a challenger, or, maybe you signed up as a coach or a challenger first, somebody needs to, I think, if you're not muted, could you mute yourself? Because I'm getting feedback. I don't know if you guys are getting feedback. Thank you. Okay, so I want you to think about that feeling. Remember, you hit sign up to be a coach and you get that awesome thing across the thing, like Carl Deichler's face, and congratulations, you are now a coach. And then a couple days later, you get that blue box, right? You get that blue box and you open it up and think about the excitement that came from that. That's the excitement that you want to get back, not only as a challenger, but as a coach. When you signed up as a coach and you got that first message that somebody wanted to sign up as a challenger, did you message your upline coach and you're like, so-and-so messaged me, I got a message? Or you put up a post and 10 people said, I'm interested, and now you have to message 10 people about the 21-day fix. But do you remember how excited you were and you jumped on every message? And I don't want you to go back and jump on every message like that, but do you remember that excitement? When you got that first challenger, when that first person signed up, bought a challenge pack and was like, I'm going to be in your group. Do you remember how excited you were? I know you probably messaged your upline coach to tell them how excited you were. And then remember that first time, you really felt like you were helping somebody. Remember that first message that you got that someone said, you've helped me. Or I'm doing this because of you. All those firsts, all that exciting stuff, all that stuff that brought you joy in the beginning, we need to go back and we need to remember that, because once upon a time we fell in love with Beachbody, and it's easy along the way to forget about why we fell in love with Beachbody. So I want everyone to go back and remember what brought them that happiness. Because it's very easy to lose track of the passion. So go back and work with a couple challengers. Remember that feeling, and go back and work with them one-on-one, not just throwing them in a challenge group with some things up and saying, okay, here's your meal plan, this, that, and the other. Just work with them one-on-one, the same way that you used to do in the beginning when you only had 2 challengers or 1 challenger and you gave them all your energy. And I think another thing that we're doing right now that is fantastic, that is great, is we're remembering what it's like to be a challenger by doing this Core to Force group. If you're not in the Core to Force group, get in it. And you don't need to do Core to Force, but go back and do a program from day one. Maybe your program's Turbo Fire, maybe your program's Insanity, or the 21-day fix, or whatever it is. Start from day one and do every single day on the calendar and document it and share it, and remember why you love doing it. Remember how in the beginning you loved following that calendar, you loved following that meal plan, you loved the results you were getting, because that stuff came through in your posts. And if you go back to what you were doing in the beginning and you get that excitement back, that stuff's going to come back through your posts again. Let me go down. Oh, wait, you have to go to the next slide. So when you believe in something, when you go back and you're doing this program and you're sharing from day one again, and you're showing every week your little bit of transformation, whether it's the transformation in your happiness, the transformation in your arms, the transformation in your abs, whatever your transformation is for that week, and you're sharing it every day and every week and all the time, and it's exuding from you, it's belief. When you're happy about something, it's easy to share. Whether you're a challenger or you're a coach, it's easy to share something when you love it. So another thing, one of the things that I got out of Lindsay's presentation, and she had gotten this from somewhere else, is instead of goal setting, from now on, start doing something called joy setting. Figure out what makes you happy, what makes you love this business, why you want to keep doing it, and set your goals to align to that. Don't worry about setting a goal of being elite if that's not going to make you happy. Don't worry about setting a goal of being an all-star legend 10 whatever it is, if that's not going to make you happy. If helping 5 people start their journey towards being healthy makes you happy, then set and align your goals to that. Do what makes you happy. And here's my my typo, because I can't do a presentation without one. So I added a little N in for you guys. Enjoy the process, not just what the process produces. So figure out what makes you happy. You know, you don't need to be elite to be happy, to enjoy what's going on. All the little steps along the way that are going to get you to those goals, enjoy those. Enjoy the 5 people that you helped lose weight. Enjoy the 5 people that you maybe helped go towards financial freedom. Enjoy the 2 people that you helped put gas in their car. Enjoy the person that you helped fit into a pair of jeans or put a smile on their face or find themselves or find confidence. You have to enjoy all those other little things. And not just the final outcome. Enjoy everything along the way. So I guess you can go to the third one. I don't even know where I am. I'm lost on my notes. I stopped reading them. So let's see if I missed anything. Oh, so a really quick quote on the enjoying of the process is if you enjoy the process, then you will enjoy what the process produces. So it's really, like I said just a second ago, enjoy all the teeny tiny milestones along the way, because those are the things that are really going to make you happy. And back to the belief, when it comes to your challengers and it comes to your team, you're either creating belief or you are creating doubt. And whatever you're creating in your head is trickling down to your team, is trickling down to your customers, is trickling down to your challenge groups. So if you're stuck in a negative place and you're doubting the products, you're doubting yourself, you're doubting everything about this business and about the products and about the system as a whole and the process, trust me, it's going to trickle down to your entire team, to your entire downline, to your customers, and to your challengers. So when your challenge groups are failing, when your team maybe isn't there, you got to gut check and you got to figure out what you're creating, and know that it's trickling down. And when I saw my team, when I saw my team, a lot of my coaches going through what I was going through, I had to sit back and figure out, well, that's what I'm creating and that's what I'm sending down my downline. So I need to do a gut check and I need to figure out how to go back to creating belief in everything Beachbody is about and everything being a customer and a challenger and a coach is about. And that's what I have to allow to trickle down to my team. So something that I need to focus more on and that I want my team to start focusing more on is serving, loving, and transforming lives and having it be less about the numbers. Because when you focus more on the people and the serving and the loving and the transforming and less about the numbers, the numbers are just going to happen organically by themselves. We're not going to have to worry or stress about them. And that's what I got.
Yeah, awesome. And it's the same way. It's kind of like part of the process. If you're going to have those things where you burn out and you have these, in some of the leadership groups, they kind of call them like the carrot goals. Like, you know, like they stick the carrot in front of the horse to make them go somewhere. So sometimes the goals of like also legend or elite or diamond or whatever, it's that carrot goal. And then once you get there, it's not really fulfilling because you didn't do it organically. Like you kind of forced yourself into it. So I know after 5 years, I am definitely burnt out. I had a really hard year and I'm so excited that we're doing this together and that, you know, we're all kind of in the same place and we're just like, listen, we have to get back to the basics. And it's not just any one coach or it's the entire network went through this because it kind of went through this transformation time where it was really thriving and the business was growing and it was really exciting. And we kind of did that 1 millimeter off track where then in a year you realize how far away from your original goal point you are. And that's kind of where we're at as a whole network, not even just, my team or Dana's team or anybody's team on this call. It's the entire network. So everybody is just bringing it back in and getting back to the basics. And that's why Team Spirit came this month. And I hope you guys are participating. And it's really just getting back to that basics of helping people and like getting them excited again and you getting excited again. That's why I really love the Core to Force Coach Only Challenge Group. And like Dana said, if you're not in it, please get in it. At this point, it doesn't matter if you want to do the program or not. We want everyone on our team re-engage in their own health and fitness journey. And like Dana said, being a challenger, starting at day one, sharing your process along the way, because that's what made you successful. That's what made you fall in love with Beachbody. That's what makes other people fall in love too. It's your story, it's your journey, it's you being vulnerable and open and honest in what you're going through and letting them know you're not perfect. Here's your before pictures. I'm starting where you are. I'm just like you. That makes it so much easier for them to relate to you. So definitely base everything you do around helping people get excited about getting healthy. Because at the end of the day, we are a health and fitness company. That's what everything is based on. And as a coach, you get those messages where, you get excited where they say, I look forward to your motivation every day. I look forward to your meal plans. I look forward, to even just, sometimes it's not even just about the actual workout program. Sometimes when I started, it was just being around positive people. My life was completely negative. My Facebook was completely negative. It was, going out and getting wasted on the weekends and hated Monday at work. And then all of a sudden I got into this whole Beachbody world where it was just all this positivity surrounding. And all of a sudden I remember in the beginning, a few months in, my Facebook started changing because I started friending all of my coach friends, and just every day was just exciting to post on Facebook and exciting to, to share what's going on and be vulnerable and have people look up to you. And that's really why I think everyone on here signed up to be a coach for that. You want to be significant in the lives of others. You want, to help other people. And that's the whole reason we're here. So if the more we stay focused on keeping that in the challenge groups rather than the business goals, like Dana said, it's going to come. Like the business will come. You'll hit your diamond. You'll hit your emerald. Like all of those business steps will come if you base everything you do around challenge groups and helping people and just literally setting up a new challenge group every month, getting 3 new people in your group. And just over time, it's going to build you this incredible business that you're going to not get burnt out on, that you're going to be able to sustain, that you're going to be excited about doing every day. So that's what I know I'm doing, and I'm so excited that, everyone is doing this together. So November is Team Spirit month. We have our team is Never Surrender. So what they're doing is, it's kind of like Team Cup, and you'll get points for every challenge pack you sell. For all the points, they're going to do points per team. So they really are looking for the motivation and positivity. Like I said, getting back to the basics, just be that light for somebody else. So just these are the hashtags for our team, and then Team Beachbody, Team Spirit. That's right. That way, Beachbody can find the posts, and it's on Instagram and Twitter. So it's not through Facebook, but if you're posting on Instagram or Twitter, do the exact same post and post it on Facebook too. So you're not, having to recreate the wheel or make a new post. You can do the same exact post it on 3 different places and reach 3 different people, because not everybody's on the same social media platform. Also, they're doing a Core to Force contest right now. I forgot to put it on here, but they're giving away $1,000 a day. And you have to hashtag Core to Force and contest to find that, which is so exciting. And, it's creating that excitement and creating that momentum. And that's another reason why the challenge group is so exciting now, because we're all going through it. We're all going to be able to share, even if you're talking to somebody and, say you joined the Core to Force group and you only have 5 pounds to lose, but then you end up talking to somebody who has 30 pounds to lose. You're going to be able to know somebody's story in our coach challenge group that you're going to be able to share with this new potential customer who has the same goals as the other person, not necessarily you. So that's why it's really amazing that we're working together as a team, that we're just going to have this basis of transformation, motivation, excitement, to share with your customers and your challengers. And like Dana said, when we're together and doing it, it's so much so much better, and it keeps you more accountable and keeps you on track. So that's what's going on for November as team-wise. And then we just have one more quick slide. So I don't know if you guys watched the Carl Deichler speech from Philadelphia. I know some of the girls on our team went to it, and we talked about it last week on our call too with Trisha. And Carl Deichler has this binder, and it's all of the transformations that everybody submits in the Beachbody Challenge. And he came to Philadelphia and had this big, huge binder of transformations that he keeps on his desk. And it is where he draws his motivation from and where things going back. You know, when things are going crazy, he's this thing that he can go back to and say, look at all these people I helped. These are the people whose lives have changed because of what we're doing. So when things get crazy, it's like you can always go back to that, you know, that home base, that ground point. So what he said in his talk was, where is your binder? Do you have this binder? Are you helping people with their health and fitness journey, along with, you know, finding themselves, making their confidence better, making their relationships better, making them, you know, excited about life again? And are you helping these people change their life? Because at the end of the day, that's what our whole entire company is based on. And I listened to the call and I just realized I don't have a binder. I couldn't even tell you, you know, 5, 10 success stories that I literally know off the top of my head that I have a significant part of. And I'm like, I'm failing as a coach. This is what our job is, and I'm failing. And so I just decided, you know what, we're going to change that. We're going to start, you know, getting back to these challenge groups and focusing on that, especially for me, because I love the business side. The business has changed my life, and I can't even tell you how many ways. But the more I focus on the business, the more burnout I got. So now I'm just letting, like Dana said, like we're letting go of all the numbers and all the business stuff. We're just focusing on changing lives. So I want you guys to get a binder, and I want the first page of your binder to be your story and your transformation. So if you're crafty like me and you want to, you know, go get something pretty and paper and all that stuff, you can, but you don't have to. You just get a white sheet of paper, post your before and after, the program you're doing, your, you know, your stats of the program, and just start focusing on your binder and start building your binder. And that's what you're going to get from challenge groups. And then too, at the end of the day, it's, you know, we're 480,000 coaches, I think, or 450,000. I'm not sure the exact number. And what makes you different than every other coach in the network? What makes you different than, you know, every other person? If somebody comes to you brand new and say they know 10 coaches, well, why should somebody pick you? What do you have to offer them? And if you're really focused on this binder, and this doesn't even really have to be a binder, but if you're focused on this and the helping people and transforming lives, and you can say to somebody, listen, this is what I've done, and this is what I can offer you, and this is what I'm all about. And if you want to be a part of it, I would love for you to do it. But here is, like, the proof is in the pudding. It's right here in front of me of what I do. So I would love for you to be a part of it. And I just think that is such an amazing thing to offer somebody coming into your team, coming into your challenge group, just coming into your life, that you can show them, like, listen, this is what it is. Like, yes, it's a business, and yes, I make an income off of it. Yes, it's changed my life, but this is my passion, and this is why I'm a coach. So I really want you guys to start working on it. I'm going to work on mine, and I just think, you know, next year we can have another call at this time of year when stuff starts to get crazy, and, you know, you start missing your goals or whatever happens, that we can come back to this and say, you know what, last year we had this exact call, and we're in the exact same place next year, but look at what we've done all year long. Look at all the people we've helped, just bringing us back to that home base of helping people, you know, change their lives through health and fitness. And I think everybody needs that. It doesn't have to be, you know, a huge why. You know, you don't have to be like in huge debt or be in a bad place in your life. But at the end of the day, if you help one person change their life, then, you know, your mission is accomplished. So that's all I really had to talk to you guys about as far as slides and all this stuff. But just like Dana said, getting back to the basics, and we're getting back to team calls every week, and we're really going to work together to help keep each other accountable and motivated. And, you know, if you guys need help with anything, please reach out to anybody who will help you. And know that there's ups and downs with every business, and especially this business. As you're dealing with people, you really need that personal development, and I strongly encourage that. If you guys are not at least reading a book that you're listening to it on Audible, or even Amazon Prime has them now where you can listen to them if you have the Amazon Prime account. You need personal development because you need to learn how to deal with the ups and downs of the business, and you need to learn how to deal with other people. So personal development is probably the number one vital behavior, and it's probably the one that gets pushed to the back burner the most. But 5 years in, I can tell you that I'm a different person that I am now than I was when I started, and it's all because of personal development and knowing that, you know, it doesn't matter where you start, it doesn't matter where your story is, you have the power to change everything, and that everything is in your hands. So just start where you are. Stay true to what makes you happy. Like Dana said, like we all go through that season of up and down. We all go through that burnout phase. We all go through where all of a sudden you start building a team, and it's like you start focusing on your coaches and not really focusing on yourself or focus on your challengers. All of that stuff happens naturally just because it's part of the business. But so we're here to kind of rein it in and bring it back to just helping people with their health and fitness. So just base everything around fitness and around challenge groups and about helping people and getting them plugged into what we're a part of. So I'm so excited to be back on these team calls. So excited to learn from you guys. You can mark your calendars on Mondays at 9 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to be here. We're going to try to keep them short, like under 40 minutes, 45 minutes the most. We don't want to take away time from your family, and I know it's late. We want to be able to make this work in your life. We don't want you to have to be stressed out and feel like you have to get pulled in a million different directions in order to be successful, because you know you just have to do a few basic things every day, and it pays off long term. So Dana, do you have anything else to add, or anybody have any questions or anything you guys want to mention or anything?
I was just going to go really quick back to how you were saying, you know, that there's ups and downs and this business can be tough. And I just want to say that this business is not easy, but you have to think about it like you have any relationship in your life. You know, if you have a significant other, if you're married, with your parents, with your siblings, any relationship you have is hard. If it were easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but you're always, you know, you're willing to fight for those relationships. And if you need to be able to do and say the same thing about your relationship with coaching. It's going to be hard. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. And when you're down, you have to remember why you're doing it and to fight for it. The same as you would, you know, for your marriage.
Yeah. And it's like a marriage. It's like that. It's what you put in is what you get out. If you sit around and do nothing, then you're going to get nothing out of it. So it's just, but that, like you said, at the end of the day, it's all relationships and it's all getting involved in people's lives and all of that. So, and it's just, you know, it's an amazing company to stand on because the integrity is there. They won't put out a product that hasn't been tested. They won't, you know, start a new they won't do anything without, you know, the integrity of the network, integrity of the products, integrity of us, and integrity of the business overall. So you guys are in an amazing place, and especially now, the time of year, I know Dana said it's a very hard time of year, but the more work that you put into yourself this time of year and the more just open and honest you can be, you're going to really set yourself up for success in the beginning of 2017, because that's when kind of everybody else is ready. So if you really take the next 60 days and focus on yourself and your challenge groups and, you know, just helping people with that health and fitness journey again, once everybody else is ready in January, you're just going to set yourself up for success when that time comes.
Just remember, you know, think about the beginning and what was making you happy, or what does make you happy about this, if it's still the beginning for you, and set your goals around those, around those moments that make you happy. That's what you got to do. That's going to get you through the tough times and through the end of the year.
Yeah. Yes. And then definitely lean on your team too. Go to your coach or go to another teammate or crossline or whoever, and, you know, just talk it out, because we've all kind of been there too. So that's it. That's all I have. Anybody else have any questions or anything you want to talk about quick? We have a few more moments. You can unmute yourself, or I have the chat open too.
Crickets.
No? Yes? No? All right, awesome. Okay, then I guess we're done. I appreciate your time, and I know Dana does also. So I recorded this, so as soon as it uploads to Zoom. I will post the link for it, and then Dana will post the signups to do calls. So we would just really encourage you guys to just come, and even if it's just for 5 minutes, we want to learn from you and hear what you have to say.
You might find some joy in it.
Yeah. And I can get you that call too. It was Allie Upton spoke at Leadership about joy, and the same thing. Leadership was all about that, because it's, you think at levels even way higher than us, they're 15 star 2, 3, 4 times they've been in it. It's 5, 6, 7, 8 years that they've reached that burnout phase and that kind of ebb and flow and up and down. And leadership was the same exact conversation that we're having now, just finding the joy, getting back to basics. They're doing the vital behaviors training again. It just that's really that it's that 1 millimeter off course just puts you in a totally different spot. So that's where we are. So
it's on you can find it. Where is it? It's if you go to the bombshelldynasty.com, her password was courage, all lowercase. Sometimes you got to put it in a couple times, she said.
Yeah, I have the link. I can post it.
Yeah. Okay. But there was all the leadership was
I have them all.
So okay,
it's all in the document.
Awesome. Yeah, it was good. It was about joy, and I was like, "This is amazing," because I feel like I was just talking. I was talking to a couple of you guys about it.
Yeah,
this is so weird. Like I feel
her speech at Summit changed me too. It was she spoke at Summit and she said, "Get up and tell somebody what your life would be like if you were not a Beachbody coach," and you had to get up and go tell a stranger in the room full of, I don't know what, 5,000 people were in a room, in the classroom things, so it's just, she's all about that. She only signs up a few customers every week or every month, and, only hit Success Club 10. She won't spread herself too thin with going with all these crazy numbers. And, she wants to focus on helping that person, lose the weight or transform their lives and just really stay with it. And she's like, that's the only thing that has sustained me this long, is because that's what I find joy in, and that's what I focus on. She's like, I did that, I did that run for a lead and run for top 10 and all of that kind of nonsense stuff. And I didn't like who I was. I didn't like the coach I became and all that stuff. So, her Summit speech was really great too. It made me cry. It was really good. She just spoke of, helping that challenger lose 100 pounds, or, and she was like, it was such an honor to be a part of that journey, and just, it was good. Allie Upton is her name, if you guys want to look for that too. I think they're all in the back office, all the Summit trainings. So
awesome. Yeah, no, her leadership thing was good. It spoke to me because like I said, this is how I've been feeling the last couple weeks. So yeah. Good. All right, so go joy set.
Yes.
That was awesome. It's great, joy setting.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we'll look for you guys next week, Monday at 9:00.